Hello everybody and welcome to Against the Fence. So far, 2021 has been flying by, but we've only seen one title fight, with 3 coming this weekend at UFC 259. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down who we think is going to be champion at the end of the year.
Yes.
First of all, I'm going to open it up and say that 'cause I've realised that last year, the whole of last year, title has only changed hands twice.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And in both of those fights, the belt was up for grabs and it was vacant.
Oh, wow.
Can you name who that is? What
It was
fights that was at?
Juan and Ruiz.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one would have been the
Jones.
Bantamweight belt, wouldn't it?
No.
You had to vacate that as well.
The other one then would have been...
Yes, that's what he was on about. Jan Blachowicz against Dominic Reyes.
Oh, I thought it would have been a Bantamweight belt.
Flyweight.
Oh, yeah, the Flyweight. Yeah, Benavidez. Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong. I've kind of briefly looked into it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
Right,
it was the flyweight belt. Davison Figueiredo beating.
Yeah, I remember that now, because obviously the first fight he missed weight, so obviously he didn't take the belt.
That's right.
And then they had a rematch and then flatlined him again.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen a third time.
So, over to you, Ash.
Right, let's jump straight in, mate. Let's get it over. I've already got one up already, which is... We've got the women's strawweight first.
Perfect. So this is Wiley Zhang, yeah?
Yeah, Zhang. Obviously, we just got the top 15 ranked, as you can see in the middle. So that just gives us a sort of idea of who's who, and who's up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
One's an interesting one.
Yeah, so we've got Weili Zhang, who's the current champion. She did beat Ioana and Jacek
Great fight.
for
Back in March last year, wasn't it?
yeah, so quite some time ago. But who do we think is going to challenge her this year, and who could potentially hold the belt in that division by this year?
So we've got Rose potentially. Apparently, it's just rumored at the moment. Potentially fighting Zhang in April. I think it was mentioned.
And Esparza as well.
What's that? Up and cut. Oh, what? It's been rumored as well.
Potentially, yeah.
Oh,
This
okay.
year. So if it's not going to be Rose, then you're looking at Esparza.
Okay.
Wasn't she the first champ?
Yes, she was indeed. Carlos Esparza was the first UFC strawweight champion, and she beat Rose in the Ultimate Fighter season finale, and then later on lost to Ioana and Jacek.
Yeah. I don't know where to begin here, really.
I know. It's looking pretty dicey at the moment.
Yeah.
Rose could very well give her a good test.
Good test.
But it depends on where Rose's mindset is, really.
I swear she was going to retire, wasn't she? That was after she beat Jacek.
Yeah, I think there was some talks of it. She kind of wasn't in a right mind mentally after the whole Conor McGregor bus incident. You know, she's had a bit of a tough run, but yeah, I think she can definitely test Weili Zhang.
Yeah.
But Weili Zhang is just so, you know.
I think she's on another
great.
level to.
Yeah, her work ethic is unbelievable as well. She had that 5-round war with Ioana, which was, you know, fight.
To be fair, like the last couple of rounds, Ioana was pouring it on as well.
Yeah. She's tagging.
Yeah, for me, I think she stays champion at the end of the year. So I'm going to lock in already, nice and early, Zhang.
Okay.
But what about Tatiana Suarez and the potential of her returning to this division this year?
That's another thing.
Another interesting one.
For a while.
She's been out for a long time.
When she did last
She was on a roll as well at one point.
Yeah, she made like easy dinner of Esparza as well. And to think that she was obviously one of the title holders here for the division, she could walk her way up to the top as well.
Yeah,
I think potentially next year. I think potentially not this year, but potentially next year. I reckon she probably could be. But at the end of this year, Zhang for me.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, no, it's right. Tatiana is definitely in the mix, even though she was removed from the UFC rankings. I think she had a child, and
neck injury as well, didn't she?
Yeah, and an injury as well that kept her out. So she's been up and down. She did put Carla Esparza through a pace, another wrestler as well, and done work there and got the W. Okay, so I'm gonna also go with Weili Zhang on that as well. I think you're probably right there, Ash, in saying about Tatiana Suarez being...
Yeah, probably next year.
Okay.
Yeah, certainly something not to ignore, though, right? She's,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But, yeah, for this time, I'm going to go with Weili Zhang.
Yeah,
just as things look at the moment, we'll start with that, for sure.
That's all three of us locking in Weili Zhang for strawweight champion by the end of 2021.
Certainly, I think she's going to hold that spot.
All right, let's disappear these two, and we'll back in next division, which is the women's bantamweight.
Okay.
So again, we've just got the top 15, so that's what we're going to do throughout the whole process. We're just going to whip out the top 15, mention a couple of fights that are up and coming, which are scheduled.
Women's flyweight.
Women's flyweight. Sorry, I don't know why I said bantamweight. Sorry.
Got confused there for a sec.
Women's flyweight.
From the top.
That's it. So we've got the women's flyweight up in here.
Yeah.
For me, we've got Shevchenko fighting Entourage, that will be an interesting war.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about anyone else. Oh no, I mentioned that Katalina Kovacevic last time, and she's an up and coming. They've already fought though. Ever a good battle.
Yeah, no, that's also a potential.
I think certainly with something like this, there's no one really scary enough sitting underneath her.
Definitely. Yeah.
It's going to sort of rock her off her throne, I think. So I would, for this particular class as well, I feel far more confident with someone like Shevchenko holding fast in this one for me. You know, a couple of girls in this division have gone the full distance with her, but they haven't really caused a big problem.
Yeah, so I mean that's what I was on about the that Catalina. Didn't give her much of a test, but it was a good fight, but didn't sort of hurt her or give her anything that she hasn't had in what's gone before.
This is it.
Yeah, it was a high level technical.
Oh yeah, definitely. The only reason I say I quite like that Catalina is she's quite long and rangy for.
True. Yeah, for me, Shevchenko is just on a pedestal at the moment. It's kind of hard to say. Jessica Andrade will
test her,
give
definitely.
her a bit of a test. But then on the other hand, she's also fought a very technical striker in Joanna Jędrzejczyk and lost over 5 rounds. So
yeah, true.
I personally think Shevchenko can definitely pretty much do the same.
Yeah,
but it comes down to what adjustments Andrade will have to make.
Yeah, definitely.
In order to get the W in that one, though.
Definitely. I heard you mention the other day. I think we spoke about this fight, JK. You mentioned about obviously Entourage obviously cutting that weight. She could still have the power, obviously not cutting as much weight. So that's going to be a definitely interesting factor into this fight up and coming.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, it's interesting to see how much that weight cut does have an effect on her performances, and whether we're going to see a brand new Jessica Andrade in the UFC flyweight division.
Definitely. But for me, I just think Shevchenko's on another level. But I still can't wait to see that fight, though. I just think Shevchenko tops it for me. I'm going to go for Shevchenko in this one.
Okay. That's
Yep. I think she's going to hold fast.
Yeah, I'm going to think she's going to hold it down for a while. You know, until someone gives her a real test. But at the same time, you'd be wondering who's going to drop down from maybe bantamweight. If there's anyone who's done there and willing to.
That's what I mean. I reckon if Shevchenko does finish Entourage, I reckon the only other thing that she can probably do is fight Nunes again. Really.
Yeah, but I mean that's what the fans would like to see.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Because that fight was so close.
Exactly, but at the same time, it's she's in her element at flyweight.
Yeah, definitely.
She has no, and you're not going to see Nunes dropping weight because she's currently holding the featherweight belt. So
yeah. So all three of us locking in Shevchenko. Yeah.
Yep,
I'm on that. Yep.
Oh. Right, so then now we've got the women's bantamweight.
Here we go. The one that is Nunes.
To be fair, usually you can speak for a while about certain divisions, but I think she's beaten the who's of this division. Obviously we've got number 1 ranked Main Durandamain. She's tough. I just think again Nunes is just on another level.
Yep. Yeah, Durandamain really put her through a paces.
She did, yeah. I do agree with that. She did.
But just wasn't enough, really. There could be a potential rematch there, but it's whether or not.
But then again, we've got as John mentioned at the start, we've got 3 title fights coming up this weekend. Nunes is involved against Megan Anderson. Yep. Again, a very technical striker, so you never know.
Yeah, but that battle,
I reckon that plays into Nunes' hands. To be fair.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so as well. She will be defending the women's featherweight division belt, sorry, but the UFC haven't really created a women's featherweight division, so it's not, it's keeping Amanda Nunes around.
Oh yeah, of course.
UFC have got to search for upcoming talent who they can snap up in an instant. Yeah. Get a contract over to her. Yeah. That could keep her going if there's a lot there.
Sorry, go on.
So, but I don't really see Amanda Nunes sticking around for too longer, though. To be honest, we could see her retire this weekend.
Never know, yeah.
And if that happens, it opens up the whole division.
Yeah. To be fair, go on, Si, go on.
Yeah.
No, go on, mate.
I was just about to say, for me, I think Nunes has got nothing more to prove.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And she's done what needs to be done here in UFC. And 2021 is most likely going to be the year that she would hang up her gloves. And if she does do that, that is a whole new question. And I do have a few ideas who I think could really rise up the ranks in that scenario. For example, Aspen Ladd is who I hang my hat on for that. Randamay and Holm are certainly good contestants above her, but I feel like they've gone a bit over their prime. And Aspen Ladd's someone who's quite young and still got a lot of fighting her to secure the podium, I reckon, personally.
Yeah. Juliana Pena is up there.
Definitely,
challenge. She's going to be fighting Holly Holm at some point soon. So if she gets a win over Holly Holm, that propels her up the rankings. And then you can't deny her to challenge Amanda Nunes if she beats someone like Holly Holm. So that's a possibility for a title fight to happen in the year. But will we see it or will we not? That's the thing. I'm going with Amanda Nunes as well.
I was just about to mention, mate.
Unless she retires, then I might say Jermaine Durandamain.
Yeah. I'm gonna lock in Amanda Nunes.
Okay.
Yeah. And if she retires,
if we let it now, if she retires.
To be fair, if she retires, then I reckon Jermaine Durandamain. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going Nunes, but if she retires, Aspen Ladd.
Okay. All right. Like that.
Right. That one's all locked in. Bosh. Now we move on to the men's flyweight division.
Here we are.
Okay.
So we just recently had Brandon Moreno fight Figueiredo for the flyweight title. That fight was a draw. That's being rescheduled for, was it April or just before April or after?
I believe it was April.
I think so that's being scheduled anyway. So that was an all-out war. I remember seeing that with you guys. That was an absolute war. Brandon Moreno did test Figueiredo.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely exposed weaknesses in Figueiredo. I believe that maybe if Brandon Moreno was to sit down his punches a little bit more, he could ring his bell at any point in the fight. It'll be an interesting one to see what things Moreno adapts to his game in order to beat Figueiredo this time. Yeah. And what things Figueiredo could do, really.
Definitely.
If I remember this fight correctly, Moreno had to rely on a point deduction in order to secure this draw with Figueiredo last year when they fought. So for me, I feel like if they did go up against it again, Figueiredo certainly has what it takes to overcome it. He's already fought or defended his title twice last year as well already anyway. So he's I would think he's going to remain. I don't think Moreno's going to cause problems for him in that rematch.
Yeah, he definitely was active throughout 2020. Really, Figueiredo.
Not many people fought twice.
Yeah, because he fought for the title a month after, didn't he? Because he beat Alex Perez, then he fought a month after that, didn't he?
Yeah, no. But then at the same time, you got Askar Askarov.
Yeah, that's this weekend, isn't it? Against Joseph Benavidez. Yeah, so
exactly.
That's a massive fight because obviously we've already seen Figueiredo fight Benavidez twice, and obviously Figueiredo winning. So if Moreno was to win against Figueiredo, obviously in their fight, and Joseph Benavidez wins again, that could propel Joseph Benavidez again because he's just a veteran of the game, isn't he? So you can't deny that guy. He's been around forever. He's beaten who's who in this division. So I'll be interested to see what the matchmakers do if Moreno beats Figueiredo and Joseph Benavidez beats Arskov.
Yeah, you could be right there. That puts Benavidez back in there. You know, because no one wants to see Benavidez Figueiredo too. It's just, 3, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just not going to be the thing. It's definitely looking pretty tasty in the flyweight division at the moment since Marty Most Johnson went over to ONE FC.
So who do you think's going to be champ by the end of this year then, boys, on this one?
I'm sticking my hat on Figueiredo. I reckon he's going to hold it for at least another year.
Reckon?
Okay.
I think so.
I'll jump in there. What do you think?
Go for it.
I'm going to go for Alex Perez.
Okay. Oh, you're big on Alex Perez.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. When they first matched up before, I thought Alex Perez was going to beat him.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's got mate. This guy, like Alex Perez, for me, he's just so skillful. I know Figueiredo has the power, but I think Alex Perez has the skill set. I think he just got caught in a guillotine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, he threw a leg kick. Fair play to Figueiredo, caught the leg kick, and then just got caught. And obviously, Figueiredo's guillotine is so tight. So
yeah.
But obviously, if Alex Perez, I think he's scheduled to fight someone. I can't remember who trying to match him up against, but he's got to fight. If he wins that could propel him, and then possibly could fight maybe Benavidez or Arskov, whoever wins that, and then fight for the belt.
You're expecting Perez to have 3 fights this year. That third one being Figueiredo.
Potentially, you just never know. You never know. Obviously, if he's scheduled to fight soon, best case, of course. I just wanted to throw a little curveball in there.
It's an interesting one.
Fair enough.
Alex Perez for me.
Nice. What are you saying, Jordan?
Moreno tested him. I think, Davison Figueiredo's power at flyweight is just unbelievable, and I think his power gets him through another year with the belt. Yeah.
So you two gone Figgy, and I've gone for a wild card in Alex Perez.
Interesting. Okay, I like it. That's good. Sweet.
So now we move on to the bantamweight division. Again, this belt is being tested and defended this weekend. So obviously we've got the fight of Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling. Oh, that fight is so interesting, man.
Man,
oh yeah, it is.
The bantamweight division is an absolute shark tank at the moment.
It is.
You know, there's from 1 to 10 is crazy, and any of those guys could fight for the belt.
Also, we got Songadong fighting as well this weekend. I think he's on the prelims.
Yeah.
Obviously,
so
massive.
Will make his way up. This one is very interesting. I really like Cody Garbrandt. In fact, I could have threw Cody Garbrandt in for the flyweight, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, now you just said that, yeah.
I was thinking
Shit, let's go back. Let's go back.
But, yeah, I would...
going down?
No, yeah, because he was meant to fight Figueiredo, but he got injured.
Yeah, and he's been battling.
And he's still obviously he's not been scheduled to fight a bantamweight, so you never know. If Figueiredo wins, you never know, because obviously, mate, who doesn't want to see 2 power punchers go at it?
Exactly, it'd be unreal. But I think Cody Garbrandt is sticking out for a Jose Aldo fight.
Yeah, that'd be massive.
At bantamweight. So I think, but at the same time, if he was offered it, and this is what he said on Joe Rogan's podcast, if he was offered the flyweight title fight, he probably would take it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been battling with COVID as of lately, and he just wants to get in there. So who knows what could happen? But
yeah,
you got Aljamain Sterling fighting this weekend.
Boris Sandhagen coming off a massive knockout win over Frankie.
Yeah.
To be fair to you, I did say I don't know if you remember me saying I said way before. I think it was way before. I can't remember who Cody was fighting, but Cody is the better version of Dominic Cruz.
Okay, yeah.
For me, I'm going to go Corey Sandhagen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Bantamweight, really?
Oh, no, hang on a minute, actually. Hang on. I don't know, because obviously if Sterling wins, then they're not really going to be putting them two together, because Sterling's already flatlined him in a minute.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, right? Hear me out. Aljamain Sterling's going to beat Peter Yan this weekend, right? And then down the line, maybe about sort of summertime, maybe towards the back end of 2021, we're going to have Corey Sandhagen versus Aljamain Sterling, the rematch. And this time it's going to be contested a lot closely. I think Corey Sandhagen's going to do what he needs to do to avoid the grappling scenario. And it's going to be an absolute dogfight.
You reckon?
Who's going to win that? I don't know.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I put. This is why I said Corey Sandhagen, like, or I'm Denard.
Yeah, I mean, Aljamain is going to be defending the belt for the first time this year.
If he wins, yeah.
Sorry, Yan is
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
against Jermaine. Yeah. So I think it's going to change hands a few times at bantamweight.
You reckon?
In a year. I mean, yeah, I think so. Yeah, from Yan to Aljamain, and then what you guys suggest, maybe Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah,
I do think Aljamain's going to have a good shot at taking the belt this weekend against Yan. I do.
Yeah.
Whether it will change again, I don't know. That's really depending on whether he gets
so many different options, isn't there? So many different options in this division. Like you got Rob Font, who's just coming off a KO win against Marlon Rice. He's probably gonna. You never know, he could fight Corey Sandhagen next.
Yeah, and he's on like a 4-fight win streak as well, I think. So he's potentially in the mix. Like I said, it's an absolute shark tank. You know, Pedro Munoz just won this
massive win
against Jimmy Rivera. Who does he
obviously Aldo's still in there, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Aldo's Aldo.
You know, Aldo versus Pedro Munoz could happen.
Yeah.
Or Cody Garbrandt, essentially. But, you know, some interesting fights at Bantamweight this year. Definitely, 100%. But yeah, I think I want to go with Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Part of me wants to go Corey, and that the fight happens later on, and Corey could beat him, but I don't know, man. It's really hard, but I kind of want to go Aljo.
Sorry.
All right, we'll edit that.
But yeah, for me,
I'd suggest Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah. I too will go. While you're just thinking about it, Ash, Aljamain Sterling. Yeah, I think Yan will vacate that title this weekend.
Okay, you mean he's going to beat?
You think
Jan's gonna he's gonna lose.
No, we just haven't. I haven't seen enough of Peter Yan's takedown defense to sort of say, because if I could see this guy having been tested takedown defense wise, then I probably could go Corey Sandhagen, because obviously
he's looked really comfortable.
Because obviously if Yan wins, then that's what I mean. That's where Corey Sandhagen jumps straight in. Yeah. For me, exactly. To be honest, I'm going to go for Corey Sandhagen.
Okay. Because either way, I reckon there will be a rematch down the line. Aljamain Sterling against Sandhagen.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Right. So you two have gone for Aljamain Sterling, and I've gone for Corey Sandhagen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So that was number. Get that. Old.
Okay.
You in there. So, again, another quite an interesting division. So now we're in the featherweight division.
Yeah.
Oh, so obviously we've got Volkov fighting Brian Ortega in, I think it's April, or is that in July?
It's on the same card as.
Oh, it's the same card as heavyweight for Garnu versus Stipe, yeah.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Big fight,
March 27th.
You just don't know, because like, obviously I wanted to see Zabit fight for a while, but he's not fought in ages.
Yeah, no, he just hasn't been active enough, really.
Yeah.
And Zabit is a possibility of someone who could go in there and cause problems.
But It's just crazy because obviously I know we've seen Max Holloway fight Volkov twice, and to be fair, I thought he won at least one of them fights.
Yeah.
But then he looked so good in his fight against Kelvin Cater.
Yeah,
like I mean, the next level. I thought Max Holloway couldn't jump up a level, and he's jumped up another level for me in that fight. So that's what's interesting, if you know what I mean. Because if Brian Ortega beats Volkov, Max Holloway's already beaten there.
Yeah,
that's where it gets very interesting.
Yeah, you're right. I think Ortega's got what it takes to beat Volkanovski come the 27th of March.
So
especially
in the grappling department.
Yeah. So when it comes to whether it's going to change hands again, that's a whole other question. I don't know, but I do feel like that fight's going to go Ortega's way.
All right.
And I would have to say I think he's going to be the champion, the title holder
Ortega
in this division. Yeah, Ortega.
I'd say he's been a dark horse in the division for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Now he's up there, and he did get annihilated by Max Holloway, completely outstruck. The whole time.
But Ortega went away, improved his striking.
Exactly.
And then he looked absolutely quality against Chang Sung-Jung.
Yeah, exactly. And you took the words out of my mouth there. It's 100%. It's interesting to see those adaptations against Volkanovski. And I don't know. I can't.
Well, then, because obviously, Volkov throws so much volume.
He does.
For me, I'm gonna go for Brian Ortega this one. Brian Ortega by the end of the year. Oh, but then again, if he beats, then Max Holloway's gonna fight him. So I don't know.
Yeah. Do you reckon he'll get it back, Holloway?
So I mean, if Brian Ortega fights Max, I think Max could beat Brian Ortega again, but I don't know because obviously Ortega looked so good in this fight, but then Volkanovski looked good. Oh. This one is tough, really tough. So obviously, as I mentioned at the start of this one, I wanted to see Zabit for a while. He's not active enough. You've got Raya Rodriguez, again, not fought in a while. He's ranked 4th. Then you got Chang Sung-Jung, lost to Ortega, 5th. You got Kelvin Cater, 6th, just lost to Max. Yeah. Josh Emmett, don't know when he last fought. I think he last knocked out Michael Johnson. Devastating knockout.
I think he's lost since then.
Yeah, and then you got Jeremy Stevens. He's going back up to lightweight in his next fight.
Oh really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's done his time in featherweight.
Then again, where's Barbosa? Barbosa's in there.
14th.
Oh, 14th. Oh, I thought he was less than that. He's just signed a new couple of fights with the UFC. So if I'm saying if he was top 10, then you never know. Obviously not this year. I mean.
Yeah.
We're in March now. Aren't we?
It's a long time to reschedule Holloway and Ortega. It's enough time to do that. Should Ortega take the belt in the end of March?
Yes, March. Oh, that fight's in March. So Max could. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go Max Holloway.
I was thinking about.
I'm gonna go Max Holloway. You know, we're in March. We're in March, mate. If Ortega wins, then they've got to do Max again. You can't deny Max.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in Max Holloway.
Okay. Strategic thinking, you've got to think like one step ahead, haven't you? On that, I'm going to stick with Ortega, just because I'm hoping that it won't actually happen, but we'll see. I might want to, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go with Ortega. I know there's enough time to reschedule, but I'll stick with Ortega.
Okay. Fair. In some ways. See, now here's the thing. I'm going to throw something in you. If Volkanovski beats Brian Ortega, then the only options he's got is Zabit.
Yeah. To be fair,
does Zabit get it done? Can Brian Ortega get the takedown on Volkanovski?
That's the thing, but I don't think that Volkanovski's shoot on Ortega. Can't shoot on that guy. He just submit you.
Yeah, he has no struck. No.
So that's the thing. Like you just mentioned, can Brian Ortega influence the fight by taking him down or grappling? Because obviously we've seen in a couple of Volkanovski's fights, he's pushed people up against the fence. I don't think they go up against him. They pull guard on you.
Okay, I'm gonna go get T City as well. I'll go Brian Ortega.
Yeah.
Brian Ortega as well.
Lock it in.
Okay.
Now, so obviously I went for Max, didn't I?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I know we've got a curveball in the middle there of Khabib, but he's the current champion at the moment. He's not been stripped, so he's got to be there.
Yep.
Oh, this division. Now we get this one's could take me all day.
Oh,
We could be here all day with this one. I'm telling you. So we've got Dustin Poirier obviously knocking out Conor McGregor. You got Justin Gaethje. Tell you what, I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. I'm not yet, but I'm gonna throw a curveball. Obviously, we've got Dustin Poirier obviously knocking out McGregor.
Yep.
We've got maybe scheduling to try and fight Chandler versus Ferguson.
Maybe.
He's a new entry to the division.
Or is it?
Does it happen?
Yeah, but then Gaethje still he's not fought since he lost to Khabib. So, oh dear.
What about
what's your thoughts?
McGregor?
I don't think that Chandler's coming off a big win. I don't think they're giving McGregor.
It depends. Conor picks and chooses who he fights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if Conor says it, then yeah.
Yeah, if Chandler's coming off a win against Dan Hooker and wants to fight for the belt next, and Conor goes, "Oh no, I want you," he's gonna go, "All right, then money fight."
Yeah.
You know, I'd do that. So it's a possibility, but yeah, you've got that power of Conor McGregor in the division still.
Yeah.
Does he fight again? That's the question. And who? You've got Charles Oliveira, undoubtedly is worth title shot at the moment.
Yep.
Dustin Poirier, title shot as well.
Yeah.
So you'd want to do Poirier and Oliveira.
Yeah. So I'm going to interrupt you there. I'm going to shout it out now. I'm going for Charles Oliveira.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because like you took the words that I was gonna say. You just said them. They've got to do Dustin Poirier versus Charles Oliveira for the belt. They've got to do it.
Yeah.
And I think Charles beats Dustin.
Okay. I think Khabib's gonna get stripped. I think that's. You've
got to do Dustin Poirier versus Charles Oliveira. You can't deny that. You've got to do it. Then obviously Justin Gaethje can either fight either Conor McGregor or Chandler. And then again, you could do Tony Ferguson versus Chandler. You could do Tony Ferguson versus Conor.
Yeah.
But obviously, apart from Dustin Poirier and Charles Oliveira, all of them other matchups do make sense. But Dustin Poirier versus Charles Oliveira for me makes total sense.
Yeah, 100%. There's so many fights to make in this division.
To be fair, yeah, like you never know. It could be Charles Oliveira versus Chandler for the belt. You just don't know. But to be fair, you can't do that. You can't deny Dustin.
I'm gonna throw something in there.
Go on.
Now, I don't know if his time will come in 2022. It could come in 2021. I kind of doubt less chance, maybe 20%. But maybe in 2022, it could definitely happen. Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, right.
He's
fighting again this weekend. He's fighting this weekend, yeah.
He's fighting this weekend.
Yeah.
But the word out in AKA, right? He's best buddies with Khabib, right? The word in AKA, which is the gym, is that Makhachev is a better version of Khabib. He has better.
Yeah, I remember. I saw something on Twitter about that. Khabib saying, "Watch out" or something.
Yeah, Rockhold and DC speak highly of him, and they say that he tests Khabib on the mat.
Wow.
I mean,
so. But to be fair, he's got a tough test of himself this weekend. He's fighting Drew Dober, and Drew Dober's on a tear.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I think UFC might be chucking, Drew Dober at the walls here.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I don't think, like you said, next year, obviously, I reckon, by the end of this year, I reckon it'll be top. I'll definitely be top 5. But
you reckon? Wow. Okay.
Islam, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is what you do, right? You got someone who's literally your best fighter in the UFC right now, and he's going to be leaving. You create a protege. You bring another story, another narrative. How do you keep the money train going? And they find someone they like, and you over exaggerate the story. Like he's not dead. There's a protege coming through, and I do think it's just a little bit over promoted. I don't think it's. I don't think that. I think it's a bit of hype, and naturally, it's what you would do. So I wouldn't be too concerned about him. But you think what next year perhaps is his?
Yeah, next year, not this year. Yeah, but for me, Charles Oliveira.
Okay. I kind of want to go with Dustin.
It's literally got to be the two out of the two. But Poirier could be matched up against Gaethje instead, couldn't he? Could be Gaethje.
No, Dustin Poirier's already knocked him out.
Yeah.
Oh, he has. Oh, and to be fair, Gaethje
yeah, it was early on in Gaethje's UFC career, though. That fight could very much well happen again.
They won't give it to Chandler. He's too new on the scene.
Too new, but he's up there. I mean,
I mean, he doesn't deserve it.
Okay.
I don't think. I mean, he's great and all that, but he took his time to come to the UFC to just step in and go straight to title holder. I think it's a bit, make him work for it.
Kind of a good thing though, if he did.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. Because the reason being is it brings Bellator up a peg. Yeah. It makes them speak out and go, no, we've had some of the best lightweights in the world, and they've got a pretty good division themselves.
Does all that for Bellator, but not so much for the. It makes the UFC look like a child's game.
You two boys going for them?
I'll go Oliveira as well. I think that matchup's got to make sense, and between the two, Poirier and Oliveira comes out on top.
I'm gonna go for Dustin Poirier. His time.
Right, so then we move on to the welterweight division. Obviously, we've just had Usman defeat Burns by knockout round. Some up and comings one. Oh, so got Leon Edwards fighting. Who's he fighting again?
He's fighting.
Belal Muhammad. Yeah, that's the one. Obviously, got Leon Edwards. Everyone speaks highly of him, but he's well. Obviously, I think they're trying to reschedule Masvidal versus Usman. They've already fought before.
Yeah, I think
got Kobe Covington in there. Kobe Covington is still a dog in that division.
Michael Chiesa is a dark horse.
To be fair, stylistically, if they ever were to fight, if it was Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Usman, I'd have to go to Wonderboy.
Ooh,
just purely on style. Because obviously we've not seen this guy fight someone stylistically like Wonderboy Thompson.
A striker like Wonderboy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
you're 100% right.
But like, you just never know, because obviously you got to think in Usman's mind. Hang on, I've got a guy like Wonderboy in front of me that's going to strike with me. I'm going to have to take him down. So then, but fights start standing.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting point, and we can easily break it down for you here right now. You've got Wonderboy Thompson. It would be his third fight at welterweight, title fight, right? He lost to Woodley twice, okay? Yeah. In which wasn't an exciting fight. Woodley has similar tributes to Usman.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'd think Usman should effectively beat Wonderboy. The blueprint's already been made, right?
Yeah.
However, the reason why that fight was a stalemate, and the reason why Wonderboy Thompson was a lot hesitant, is because of Woodley's power. Woodley possesses far greater power, in my opinion, than Kamaru Usman.
Yeah. One punch power.
So, does that give Thompson more confidence and
to push the pace a little bit more? Yeah, definitely.
Showcase his skill set against Usman.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. I'm just trying to think if that fight will be scheduled by the end of the year, because obviously they're trying to get Masvidal versus Usman.
I think, you get that in. I mean, he's probably going to defend his title, 3 times this year, Usman perhaps. I'm not sure who's going to come after Masvidal, but I'll say 3 times at tops, and I think Usman's going to be able to do that. I think he's going to stay.
Yeah, to be fair, if that fight with Wonderboy doesn't get made, then I think Usman will.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
a
lot of changes could happen. The UFC gave Jeff Neal a chance at Wonderboy Thompson to get into sort of the top 5 region. Wonderboy Thompson denied him. Thompson versus Chiesa could very well happen whilst Usman versus Masvidal.
To be fair, now that you've just mentioned Chiesa, Michael Chiesa is actually a dark horse in this division.
Yeah, I think so.
That guy's relentless.
Yeah. You know, non-stop.
To be fair, now that you've just mentioned it, but obviously I don't think that fight will be matched, but I think potentially next year.
It's not. He hasn't got one.
He's not got one scheduled, but he just beat Neil Magny.
That was in January, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Usman for me.
Okay. And then you've got what happens with Colby Covington.
Well,
does he fight? I think Covington Burns kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
That'd be a good one. In the meantime, but then towards the latter half, who knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you,
right.
I think you said Usman, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just you, JK, mate.
What do you reckon, Jordan?
I'm gonna go for Ash knows I want to say Wonder Woman.
I know you do, yeah. I'm waiting for it. That's what I'm saying. I do want to go for Wonder Boy. I do, but with them trying to reschedule Masvidal versus Usman, I think there's going to be a lot of controversy with that one. It could.
Okay. It's going to take a while to actually get him going. Okay, that's fair enough. There's good factors to play into. I'm going to say Usman beats Masvidal. Then after that, it's like, who's next for him? Well, he hasn't fought Wonderboy Thompson. Wonderboy gets it done.
Wonderboy, yeah?
Yep.
You're going Wonderboy?
Wonderboy to spice it up a little bit.
I'm still on Usman, but lock it in.
Right, so now we move on to the middleweight. So obviously we've got Izzy moving up. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, we've got the middleweight. So, well, the only fights I can see that are scheduled, we've got obviously Paulo Costa versus Robert Whittaker. That's scheduled. Then what's rumoured is Darren Till versus that Marvin Pretty.
Yeah.
Izzy.
I mean, well, the question is, will Israel Adesanya be middleweight champion for any longer?
That's the thing, because if he wins at the weekend, will he? What weight class will he choose?
Exactly.
Or will he do an Amanda Nunes and do both? But I doubt he will do both. But
no, no, that doesn't really make sense. I think Israel has a massive chance of getting it done against Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, massive.
And if he wins, he stays at light heavyweight. If he loses, then of course he's got to go back down to middleweight. So, and there'll be opportunities for him to fight the likes of Jared Cannonier. He hasn't fought yet.
He's not fought him yet.
Darren Till, stylistically, is a fantastic fight. If
Definitely.
Till can get through Vettori. Jack and Manson's in there. Kevin Holland is coming up.
Yes,
from
definitely,
10.
mate. Definitely.
Don't think he's going to be ready there by the end of the year, though.
This is an easy one for me. It's gonna be easy.
Ooh.
I think
Because I
it's
think
gonna be easy or it's gonna be Izzy.
Izzy. Sorry.
Izzy. Yeah.
But like I'm saying, you got Paulo Costa versus Whittaker. I think for me, that's just another version of Whittaker versus Romero.
Yeah.
And I think Whittaker gets it done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless obviously Paulo Costa comes out like an animal, but he was meant to come. It was on paper that he was like an animal against Izzy, but didn't. Yeah, did you hear what he come out and said? He said he drank a bottle of wine before the fight or something. Paulo Costa.
To get him to sleep and stuff. Like, come on, man.
Mate.
This is not an excuse.
Nah.
Like,
Come on, mate.
John Jones was 20 odd years old, snorting coke off of hookers' asses, and still was like slaying people. So,
Yeah, but for me, it's easy. It's easy, Izzy.
easy. Okay.
At that point, of course, Costa was undefeated, right? So, and the way that Israel just sort of embarrassed him, I think it's just it's a real testament to his skill and ability in this division. And I don't think, I do think there's a reason he's on top. He's on, I can't see any sort of equal at the moment that's going to cause problems for him unless he vacates it. Yeah, certainly, I do think he's going to stay up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should he vacate it now?
If he vacates it, Robert Whittaker. Obviously, we've already seen Robert Whittaker versus Darren Till. I want to go for Darren Till. I think he needs to fight at least 2 more times, then fight for the title. But so obviously, I'm gonna say I have to say 2 options because you never know what could happen at the weekend, and if he does vacate the belt. So if he doesn't vacate the belt, then Izzy. But if he does vacate the belt, or they strip him, or whatever, then Robert Whittaker. But obviously, belt-wise, Izzy.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, he's got ridiculous striking ability, and I don't think many people can sort of equal him on that. So, yeah, I think he's going to hold it down.
I'm going Robert Whittaker.
All right, nice.
Wait, is that whether he vacates it or not?
He will vacate.
If he vacates it, Whittaker, yeah. But if not,
nice. Now we move on to this one because this one's interesting because this one's at the weekend. So you've got Glover Teixeira on an absolute tear at the moment. You've got another interesting fight again at the weekend. You've got Thiago Santos versus Ratic. That's an interesting one as well. But the interesting one with that, boys, is Juan and Santos have already fought, and Santos has already knocked him out. Which is an interesting one. So if Juan gets it done against Izzy, and Santos gets it done against Ratic, could they potentially do that? You can't deny Glover Teixeira, though, can you? I've just thought.
Yeah,
you can't deny Glover because Glover's beaten Santos. Yeah, sorry. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Glover Teixeira is next in line. Glover Teixeira is next in line. What are we on about?
He is the heir. I think Adesanya's going to take it.
But that's what I'm saying. Adesanya, obviously, I've got the ranking up there, and obviously he's fighting Izzy. So, what's your two options? Do you reckon Izzy will beat him at the weekend, and then someone could be champion, or?
I tell you what will likely happen is I think Izzy gets it done. He defends the belt against Glover.
You reckon?
Beats Glover.
I reckon then Glover will beat Izzy.
Ooh, really? He didn't beat John Jones.
That's true. That's true. But for me, if Juan, you know what? I'm gonna do a bet on it anyway. But I reckon Juan is gonna knock out Izzy.
Okay.
At the weekend.
And then fights Glover.
And then if he fights Glover, I think Juan. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with Juan. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless they manage to get Santos versus Juan, then I'll go Santos.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't think they'll squeeze it in because obviously you've got to give Glover. You've got to give Juan a couple of months to recover from obviously like the weekend. Yeah. By the time they sort out Glover and Juan, if Juan wins, that is. Then again, it could throw a curveball, and if Izzy wins, then like I was saying about Santos, that's going to be a while before that fight makes sense. I have to stay.
Okay. Wow. Stay with Juan to get it done.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I definitely think like Adesanya's quick striking ability is going to be problems for plodding along Blachowicz. So to be fair, so I would have to say Adesanya is going to take the fight here on the weekend. Yeah. I can't see Jan doing what's required. You know, looking at his game at the moment, and obviously the style bender's all-round game at the moment as well. Like it just doesn't compare. So I would say Adesanya's going to take this one.
Hey, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
JK.
Oh, well, I thought I said mine. My bad. Yeah, easy.
Izzy, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nicely.
Cool. Moving on up. Moving on up.
We're to the big boys.
The heavyweight.
We're to the big boys. So, just to let you know, I've not let everyone know, I've not got the recent one. So obviously we would have Cyril Gann move up, and we'd obviously have Rojan Strike move down. Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Blades would move down, wouldn't he? But for me, it's going to be Francis Ngannou. I'm going to go straight in there.
Wow.
No talking.
Whoa.
No talking.
Whoa.
No, there's no talking in this one. There's no breaking down in this one. It's Francis Ngannou, boys. It's Francis Ngannou.
Straight up.
I'm not even like. Obviously, I mentioned obviously Gain going up, but I reckon I'm going to throw a curveball at you boys. Gain this. Ngannou this year. Gain next year.
Woo!
But obviously, we're going to do one next year, so I'll obviously say Gain next year.
All right. We'll play it back. We'll bring this back.
Yeah, we'll bring it back, mate. So, Francis Ngannou for me, boys. I'm not even going to get into any of the other heavyweights.
Oh my God. All right. Ngannou. Why?
He's improved so much in his since he fought Stipe first time. I just think he's just going to knock him out. He's going to steamroll him, mate. Has he got
takedown defense though?
We've not seen it though. That's the thing. We've not seen it being tested since. But I thought when he fought Razor Blades second time, I thought Blades was just going to take him down. But he didn't get there. The fight starts on the feet, just like Derek Lewis, and Blades. I thought Blades was just gonna take him down for all 5 rounds. Didn't happen. The fight stayed standing, didn't it? So
Stipe avoided it the first time. Can he do it a second time?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, to be fair to Stipe, his chin held up because Francis did land a couple of bombs. But yeah, Stipe, not Stipe, Ngannou for me.
Yeah, Ngannou's coming off some huge wins, to be fair, and I think that's certainly something to say about the sort of momentum he's on at the moment. I don't think it stops here. I reckon he is gonna. Yeah, that for me. I do think he's going to take the title. Yep. So it's a lot of movement happening.
There is a lot of movement happening in this. It's true.
Recently, there is.
I feel like 20. It's almost like an elastic band effect. 2020 has just really held everyone back, and now it's just let go, and everything's just propelling forwards. And so much is happening, all this movement and energy on the across the divisions.
Yeah, I think in the year you could get Derek Lewis versus Cyril Gane. You could get Curtis Blaze against Rosenstruck.
Yeah, definitely.
Or
they make total
Volkov
sense.
Versus Gane.
So. But then you got Volkov that could fight Gane, because obviously Volkov's already lost against Derek Lewis. Then again, he was winning that fight until the last 10 seconds.
He was.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's what's going to happen.
Here we go.
Francis is going to beat Stipe, and then you're going to get Francis Ngannou versus Derek Lewis 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm waiting for. You just never know that. That fight makes, obviously that fight was so hyped before. Now it's going to be it's ridiculous now.
Yeah, I think second time round, I think you got to take away what happened in the first time, because the first time Francis was going off of that win, that loss, to Stipe, and was a bit hesitant in that fight. Derek Lewis was also hesitant and very respecting of Ngannou's power also. But yeah, I think they throw down bombs for the Bomb City at the end of the year.
Yeah, so Ngannou for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go Francis.
Yep.
Yep.
All on Francis.
Yep. All on. Lock it in.
And then in 2022, you get Francis versus John.
Oh.
Dum dum dum.
Oh, so that
wow.
Okay, mate. That's just crazy.
That concludes it. That concludes all of our picks. So what we're going to do, guys, is if you've enjoyed this video and you want to get your picks in as well, feel free to do in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our channel, and we'll be providing you with lots of content coming very soon. So thanks you for watching. We're Against the Fence. See you next time.
See you next time.